Hey everybody, Max Aita here. I'm going to talk to you about this new series we have, Week in Review, where I'm going to go over some of the whys, whats, and hows of the training for Colin Burns, Cortney Batchelor, Kristin Pope, and Anthony Pomponio. Some of the things they're going to be doing in preparation for the National Championships in May. Alright, here's Kristin. This is her Monday workout. She normally does a lot of deficit work because it helps her use her legs better off the ground. There's a couple reasons to do deficit stuff. One is to help lifters with the start position so they can feel their legs better. It also does a couple things at the top of the pull where you're kind of changing the amount of time you're pulling, so you're forced to be a little more patient, get comfortable at the top. It's been really beneficial for Kristin. This took her snatch from the mid 80s sort of consistently to breaking over the 90 barrier several times now. So it's been really good for her, and it's a staple in her program. Also, we have Cortney Batchelor doing that too, but on a different day. This is Cortney's pull exercise. We have a little complex that she does. She does a snatch pull with a pause at the top. I believe this is the one. So she's holding the top there, and then after she does the pause, she's going to lower it and do two regular snatch pulls or snatch high pulls. That's a warm-up set, so she only did the one. But the reason for this and the logic here is that on the first pull, pausing at the top helps her to find balance. If she's pulling straight at the top, the bar is going to be balanced. She won't tip forward or tip backwards. So you can see there, she holds it long enough and then lets go. That hold gives her reinforcement as to where her body is and where her bar is in relation. Then the second pull is really important because with Cortney, she needs to really get her elbows high above the bar, so she turns the bar over and has a really good bar path at the top. Here's Kristin doing the other part of her workout, which was deficit cleans. We spent a lot of time working with Kristin on kind of rearranging the way she pulls in the clean. She used to get really far behind the bar and shove her knees forward early, her hips dropping too soon and kind of killing the power she had. The deficits here work a little bit differently than they did in the snatch, in that she's now forced to pull a little bit longer and be more patient, and gives her a little bit more time to get her knees out of the way. The final exercise for Kristin this day on Monday is her heavier snatch pulls to the hip or snatch deadlifts. This is just a real basic strength exercise for her. Her back is very, very strong, but we still want to work to make sure that she maintains that position. So she's strong and her hips are strong, but she gets behind the bar a lot, and this exercise helps her helps her maintain that position, but keeps her over the bar better for the actual snatch pull. Here's Joanne. Joanne came down for a couple days to train. She's preparing for the Masters Worlds in New Zealand. This is a 100-kilo front squat triple. Joanne's been a very, very strong squatter in the past. I think her best back squat's 150 kilos. Our best front squat's about 120. But she stopped squatting for a little while there. Not entirely, but kind of reduced it, and now she's bringing it back up as her technique solidified in the lifts. Colin had a heavy squat day on Tuesday also. This was a PR set of 8, 232 kilos. Been working with Colin for a long time on his squat mechanics and leg strength in general. And when Colin first contacted me a couple years ago, we just kind of exchanged a little bit of brief information about what he was doing and this and that. And he really didn't do any kind of high volume stuff like this. And because Colin's still a little bit ways out from the Nationals, he's going to do more volume. This is a set of 8, and he never would have done this kind of stuff before. Maybe here and there he would have done a set of max reps at some arbitrary number, but including a lot of this general hypertrophy work in his program has completely changed his leg strength. It's really helped him develop much, much stronger legs, and that's transferred a ton to the lifts. This is a Wednesday workout where Anthony did some no hook, no feet snatches, and this is a great exercise to affect the trajectory of the bar. As long as you're not able to use a hook grip, you can't act on the bar as much with your hips, so you can't make as strong a contact, and that'll straighten the pull out a little bit. Pomp's also doing some clean front squat jerk off the blocks. We did this off the blocks to kind of take some pressure off his low back, give him a little easier day. The no hook, no feet snatches are hard, so you can't use as much weight. the clean squat jerk from the blocks takes pressure off his low back. He can still get enough practice and enough of a stimulus from using the clean squat jerk exercise, but not so much so because it's, it's more difficult than doing a regular clean and jerk, and it's made a little bit easier because it's off the block, so he doesn't beat his back up a lot. Pomp's kind of coming back from a rough go of it last year with a knee and a hip injury, and dealing with some nagging stuff in his back. There's Pope again. This was her Wednesday workout, doing snatch plus overhead squat. Kristin's upper body and in particular her left arm had some really weak, was just incredibly weak. She couldn't even do a pull-up. She couldn't even do a snatch grip press with an empty bar when I first met her. And as much as it beat her up a lot physically, we took a lot out of her to do overhead squats initially. It has paid off a lot because her overhead strength is really, really good now. She's done like a snatch push press with maybe 80 kilos for reps, sets of 5 even. She also did a bunch of hang cleans this day for volume. I want to say a couple of reps each time. This is a warm-up set. She did some push jerks just to get some practice in, but as we got to her top sets, she went back to doing just the cleans. Good exercise for her again. Going from the hang prevents her from yanking the bar off the ground, which allows her to have a better acceleration at the top. So when she's forced to go from this position here below her knee, she has to use her legs to start the pull, but not so much in a way that she can actually tug against it, so she's able to save that explosion for the part where it really matters. This is a Friday workout where Cortney worked up to a heavy attempt. Not maximum. We don't go to maximum very often, but a heavy lift for her. You'll see here is really routine 83 kilo snatch. She worked right up to this today with no real difficulty. Pomp, same day, 125. He's coming back. Pretty solid lift here. Still working on bringing his leg strength up. 130 here was real solid as well. And there you go.
With the new Juggernaut online coaching programs, we've had a lot of questions about which program is right for you. So here's a quick synopsis of our 3 different levels of coaching. First, club programming. Club programming is great if you're just looking to add some more structure, some expert design to your strength training for powerlifting or weightlifting, but probably not the best decision if you're looking to compete in one of the other sports or if you have a specific competition date in mind, as it's just more general, continuous programming. Team programming is our favorite option. Team programming gives you programming tailored to your size, strength, gender, experience, and goals, control over the timing of the training relative to your competition, and access to our team of coaches for video review. One-on-one programming is going to be your best bet if you need very personalized attention based on a unique competition schedule, injury history, or if you're just looking to make sure that everything is built as specifically as possible to you. So we have 3 different levels of programming, and one of them is definitely going to be a great fit for you to help you improve in powerlifting or weightlifting.